So I'll be talking about two districts in this video. The first will be the preserve and the next will then be the diplomatic corridor. So starting off with the preserve, this is a bit of a unique district as in the preserve itself, it really doesn't provide any actual production or value. All you get is up to 3 housing, depending on the tile's appeal, with breathtaking appeal obviously getting 3 housing. But what it does do is it improves surrounding tiles. So when the preserve is initially built with no buildings, what it does is just give +1 appeal to surrounding tiles and acts as a culture bomb, meaning it will just take over any surrounding tiles, even if they are not currently under the control of the city the preserve is in. Now, there are 2 buildings you can build in the preserve. What's a bit unique is that you don't have to build them in order. So as soon as you unlock the later building, which is the sanctuary, you can then just build it and skip over the first building. So starting off with the Grove gives +1 food and faith to adjacent unimproved tiles with charming appeal. But if the appeal of the adjacent unimproved tiles is breathtaking, it will then give +2 food, faith, and culture. Now, the next one you can build is the Sanctuary. The Sanctuary gives +1 science and gold to adjacent unimproved tiles, but will give +2 science, gold, and production to adjacent unimproved breathtaking appeal tiles. These bonuses will also stack with each other, so just because you build the Sanctuary after the Grove, it doesn't mean that the Grove's bonuses will go away. So the next we'll be talking about is the Diplomatic Quarter. The Diplomatic Quarter, if built next to the city center, will give +1 envoy. It also makes it so that any enemy spies operating in the Diplomatic Quarter or on any of the surrounding 6 tiles will operate at 2 levels lower. You also will get +1 culture from each delegation or embassy sent to you from foreign civilizations. There are also 2 buildings you can build in the Diplomatic Quarter, the first being the Consulate. The Consulate will give +2 influence points per turn towards envoys for city-states. It also makes it so that spies in the city with the Diplomatic Quarter and spies in cities with encampments will operate at 1 level lower. It also makes it so that if you have 3 envoys at any one specific city-state, you will get a certain bonus depending on the type of city-state. If it's a militaristic, you'll get +2 production towards units. If it's industrial, you get +2 production towards wonders, buildings, and districts. If it's scientific, you get +2 science. If it's cultural, you get +2 culture. If it's trade, you'll get +4 gold. And if it's religious, you'll get +2 faith. Now, the next building that you can build in the Diplomatic Quarter is the Chancellery. The Chancellery will give you an additional +3 influence points per turn for a total of 5 influence points per turn towards envoy. It would also make it so that whenever you capture a spy, you will receive 50 science for each level of the spy. So if it's a level 3 spy, you'll get 150 science. It also makes it so that if you reach 6 envoys with any specific city-state, you will get bonuses additional to the ones that you got from the consulate. These bonuses are, if it's a militaristic city-state, +3 production towards units, industrial, +3 production towards wonders, buildings, and districts. If it's scientific city-state, you'll get +3 science, cultural city-state, you'll get +3 culture, trade city-state, you'll get +6 gold, and religious city-state, +3 faith. These are all in additions to the bonuses you get at 3 envoys. So these will stack with each other. For example, for the militaristic city-state, you'll be getting a total of 5 production if you have 6 envoys. The one caveat of the Diplomatic Quarter is that you can only build 1 in your entire civilization, so it might be important to choose to put it somewhere like next to rocketry sites, or at least next to planned rocketry sites, so that spies will have a harder time disrupting your rocketry.